So, Leah.
Yes.
Seamless transition. It's only been 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Turn to Proverbs 23. We're going to start.
We lost Luke.
We didn't lose it. No. We know where he is.
Yes. He is safe. Okay. Proverbs 23.
29 and 30.
Yeah. Read it again.
For the first time.
For the first time.
Yes.
We didn't just do this.
No.
Okay. Who has woe? Who has sorrow? Who has strife? I bet my mom's calling. I'll read this for the first time. Now. Okay.
And action.
Action. Who has woe? Who has sorrow? Who has strife? Who has complaining? Who has wounds without cause? Who has redness of eyes? Those who tarry long over wine. Those who go to try mixed wine.
So what does that mean?
It means that if you're drunk, you're going to have woe, sorrow, and strife, and red eyes.
Yeah. So look at the outcome of those people that are participating in these things, in the drinking,
Wounds
tearing,
without cause.
wounds without cause, sorrow, woe. Not like hit the woe. Is that a thing? What's a hit the woe?
That's not a thing. Hit the. So there's something, but I don't think it's a woe.
It's a woe.
It's not a woe.
Yeah, hit a woe.
Comment below.
To the side. So
Hit the.
it's not a good woe like when you hit it.
Okay.
It's a bad woe, like woe is me. It's also not a surprise woe, like whoa, where are we going? You know, it's a
Yeah.
we're
Cute.
Leah, focus.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh yeah, we cannot afford these
this,
houses.
no.
Look at it, all the grass is mowed
Yeah.
in like a checker pattern.
Yeah. They all pay mowers.
Yeah, they all
What are we made of money?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, these are nice. Look at the gazebo.
It's like woe is
Hit
me.
the woe. We cannot include this.
Oh, we're including it.
But I said.
I'll censor you.
They're gonna think I said something crazy.
How do I? Oh, what?
Guys, I did not say a curse word. I did not. What are those, like vultures? Turkeys?
Turkeys.
4 wild turkeys. Oh, they're flying. Do turkeys fly?
I don't think so. Maybe it is a vulture.
It's not a turkey.
Anyway,
Ooh, that house is
so
cool.
like we were saying, whoa. We were saying
Hit the woe.
Hit
That's
the
not-
woe.
Hit the. Anyway.
So
I'm
anyway,
Googling it.
what are you Googling?
Hit the woe.
woe?
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So, I think you can learn from the people who have, learn from the outcomes of the people that you see doing these things, tarrying long over wine, drinking for a long time.
Hit the woe is a thing.
Yeah, I told you. Being drunk. You need to learn from the people doing these things by looking at them and seeing what are their outcomes. I'll give you an example. One of my friends, I'm not going to tell you their name.
You don't know them.
Well, this is going on
Online.
the internet.
Okay.
Okay, so
You guys don't know this person.
well, don't give them any clues.
You might know this person.
Maybe it's Austin. No, it's not.
Intrigue.
So there's, the people I know that were big partiers and heavy drinkers in college. One of them just got their degree from nursing school. Now that's like a 4-year degree, right, Leah?
Yes.
And
We're old, guys.
and let me give you some perspective. My 10-year college reunion is next year. So it took her that long. Reunion means the year you graduated, not the year you started. So it's been 13 years into a 4-year degree because of all of these. You know, she was drinking a lot, partying, and not taking things seriously.
Getting arrested.
But all of these things are
Did
because...
she pee in a cop car? No, or she got
No.
arrested for peeing.
She got arrested for peeing in public.
That's classy. Because
And
she
then
was
threw up in the cop car.
drunk. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. So you see, not a great situation, right?
No.
But because of this, look at her outcome. It's taken her a long time to get very, you know, whoa. Look at that.
Up.
You're going to go.
Guys, I know that you're like, we're young, I'm young, it's fine. It's what people do. I'm going to college. I'm going to go to parties. Because I'm young, you only live once, blah, blah, blah.
YOLO, they say.
Yeah. But it's not true.
Well, you do it but
Well, yeah.
But the partying is not
do
true.
you? In heaven.
That's true. Your second life.
But it's just not a good idea. You know? Do you want to get arrested? Throw up in a cop car?
Yeah, it's not fun. What is that?
What?
I don't know where we are.
That's the summit.
The butts?
Wow. That's shocking. Let's go back and go the other way.
What do you mean the other way?
Like we turned left, let's turn right.
I don't know what you're saying. But I'm gonna get it all loop-de-loop, 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 loop-de-loop. So, let's look at verses 31 and 32. Okay, so now we know, we've seen the outcome of people. We're gonna learn from their mistakes. All of these things it talks about, you have woe, you have sorrow. Read verses 31 and 32.
Do not look at wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the cup and goes down smoothly. In the end, it bites like a serpent and stings like an adder. Yeah, I'm going to look up what's an adder.
It's something that stings.
It is.
So, I think the takeaway here is to remove yourself from tempting situations. You know, it's saying don't look at the wine when it's red, sparkling in the cup. Meaning if looking at that wine, looking at that drink is going to tempt you, you should not do it. Another, you know, a modern interpretation of that is maybe don't, well yeah, I'm turning into this apartment.
Oh.
So you can look. Too close together. A snake.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said.
Yeah.
A snake bites. These are too close together. I'm not doing this.
Oh, okay.
Look at it.
Oh, I like the green.
The green?
Yeah, way better than red.
Okay. So anyway, a modern interpretation of this is, oh, I do like this tan one up here. We're going to get to the point eventually. That one?
Honey,
guys.
we have such extremely different tastes.
Guys, this is...
I was like, let's get a fence, but the yards are like so small.
Yeah, they are so small.
I like that better than that.
I like it. Okay, guys, so a modern interpretation would be, instead of don't look at the wine when it's red and sparkling in the cup and enticing, you would say don't go to a party where you know there's going to be drinking and peer pressure to participate. You know? Don't put yourself in a situation where you know it's going to be hard for you to do the right thing. Yeah. Remove yourself from temptful situations, right?
Yeah.
All right, so read the next part. I think it might be to the end.
Your eyes will see strange things, and your heart utter perverse things. You will be like one who lies down in the midst of the sea, like one who lies on top of a mast. They struck me, you will say, but I was not hurt. They beat me, but I did not feel it. When shall I awake? I must have another drink.
Yeah, so literally it's saying like you're sleeping. The mast is the part of a ship that goes way up high. And if you think of like the mast when you're at sea and it's kind of like wavy and dizzy.
Dizzy.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm doing it with my voice. Okay,
Yes.
and you're dizzy. And then, okay, you know what, guy?
Guy.
So you're kind of bobbing up and down. So think of, it's like you would be so seasick if you were up there trying to take a nap. So that's what it's saying, right? It makes you physically ill, and
Right.
it makes you kind of, you're going to stumble around, you're going to be dizzy, you're going to be sick. It says you're going to say things and you're going to not remember them. And then that little phrase
and
at
you're
the
going to
end.
say things that are perverse.
You're going to say things that are perverse that you never would say if you were in your sound
Things like
mind.
bad.
And then you're going to say things you regret. You're going to call people you regret. You're going to act in a way that you regret later when you're of sound mind. And then at the very end, it says,
Where?
at the very
When
end,
shall I awake? I must have another drink.
yeah, that's when addiction sets in,
Right.
right? Because you're like, oh, all I want to do is wake up so I can have a shower beer at 7 in the morning, okay? All right, so Leah, now I'm going to throw you a curveball. Go back to verses 20 and 21. We didn't read those yet.
Be not among drunkards or among gluttonous eaters of meat, for the drunkard and the glutton will come to poverty, and slumber will clothe them with rags.
So that's a warning, right? Slumber will come upon you, and it will clothe you with rags of poverty. So there are 4 things that I've identified that alcohol steals. Okay, you might think of more. If you do, tell me.
Okay.
All right, I know alcohol will steal your money, your time, your energy, and your health. So let's look over those real quick. It'll steal your money, so it's expensive. I know people at work that go through a bottle of wine a day, and a cheap bottle of wine is anywhere from like 10 to 20 bucks. So let's be conservative. Say you go through 3 bottles of wine, 3 $20 bottles of wine a week. That's $60. What's 60 times 52 weeks in a year? Like 3,000 something.
Yeah.
It's an extra $3,000 you would have just by not drinking.
Yeah. That's a lot.
That's a lot. So, it steals your money, your time. Okay, so you could,
Well, if you're drunk and you don't remember anything, that's stealing your time.
that's stealing your time. But also, it makes you tired. So, it steals your energy because it makes you tired. It's a depressant, right? Oh, hold on tight. It's a depressant, so it brings your mood down. It brings your energy level down. And when it brings your energy level down, you don't want to do the things that you had planned to do that day. So it takes that, and then if you're drunk, you lose mentally. You lose track of what you did before. So yeah, it absolutely takes your energy and your time.
Yeah.
Your time is probably the most valuable thing you have, so you don't want to lose your time. And then finally, it takes your health. It's not good for you to drink alcohol
In excess.
in excess. It's called intoxication because it's a toxin. Like the idea of being drunk, it's just your body not being able to get rid of the alcohol in your system. If you drink faster than your body can get rid of the alcohol, you're intoxicated. You're basically poisoning yourself, and your body can't clear out the toxin. So that doesn't sound very healthy.
Can kill you.
It makes, in old people, it makes dementia worse, dementia is terrible. but it also shrinks your brain and dehydrates. So there are a bunch of reasons not to do it, you know. And I think this is one of those things where you can listen to advice and accept that advice and not have to go make those mistakes. Or you can say, I'm going to learn from my own mistakes and then mess up a bunch of stuff and then come back later and be like, you were right. You know, choice is yours, whichever way you want to land. So, guys, I think one question that we need to answer is why are you laughing? You'll get it later, guys. One question that we need to answer is, so is it a sin to drink? According to these passages, is it a sin?
Or any passage.
Or any passage. Is it sinful? Are you going to answer?
No.
You're not going to answer?
No, I'm going to say no, it's not sinful.
Oh, you're okay. I think you're right. It's not sinful. I think this passage is very clear to say...
It says tarry over much wine.
Much wine.
Tarry means to, like, hover.
Yeah. I think anywhere you look in the scriptures, it talks about strong drink. And it condemns strong drink. And it also talks about being drunk.
Yeah.
And then drinking a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think we can put those things aside, but is it sinful to drink at all? I don't think you can make that case very strongly. I think the better case to say is not whether or not you can drink, but whether or not you should. The question that you need to answer is it helpful? Is it going to help you in your walk with Christ? Is it beneficial to you physically or accomplishing your goals or whatever? You know.
I don't know, some of you guys were at the fall retreat in 2018 when we went to Bedford. We went to Bedrock. And on Sunday, John G was preaching about our personal freedoms. Our personal freedoms aren't more important than the health of the body, the health of the church.
Yeah.
You know, technically, biblically, legally, is it okay to drink? Yes. We have that freedom in Christ. But is it good overall as a whole in the church, in the world?
Yeah, you need to look
you
at
might
it.
have a different, and there are different opinions in the church. But it's something to pray about and know that it's always a sin to get drunk.
Yeah, and look at it from the broadest perspective possible. So if I say, is it helpful? You can be like, well, it's helpful for me to have a good time. That may be true.
That means no.
I don't think that is true. You can have just as much fun playing DDR in the basement with a Rockstar Energy.
Because you'll remember the fun that you've had, you know?
Exactly. But you can make that case, but then let's broaden your perspective. So you can say, oh, well, it's helpful for me, but is it, if I were drinking a lot, is that helpful for Leah? Is it helpful for my children if they need to get up in the night and I can't because I'm drunk? You know, what if I'm drunk?
That would not fly.
What if I'm drunk and Luke climbs out of his bed and like breaks his arm and he has to go to the ER?
But Josh can't drive.
And I can't take him. So is that helpful? Is it helpful to my job? Is it helpful to our church? Is it helpful to our youth group? Don't just think about yourself when you say, well, is it helpful? Think about the broader picture of everything that you impact. You know, your future, other people, other people's future. And scene. Leah, we need a password.
Adder.
No. I don't think they could spell adder. Can you spell adder?
Mm-hmm.
How do you spell it?
A-D-D-E-R.
No. I-T.
Oh my gosh.
adder. Password is adder. A-D-D-E-R. 2 D's, 1 R. There's an E in there. Starts with an A.
A-D-D-E-R.
That's what I just said. Could not have been clear. All right, we'll see you guys over at Zoom. Wait, wasn't that something? Zoom.
You didn't talk about, is it a sin? Is it helpful?
Was that on my card?
Yeah.
That's okay, because we can jump. We can put it back.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Now let's jump for it.
Oh my gosh.
So we'll see y'all on Zoom. Password adder again. Still. We just said that a few seconds ago, though, so they remembered.
Right.
And